as we cross over to Silas Apollo. I'm given to understand he's actually with Senator Achilo Ayako on the ground as well, just to also keep us apprised of what is happening on the ground. Silas, good to see you again. Since we last spoke, new developments yet?
Just as you said, we are still here at Ayan Primary School in Kibra constituency, where there are a number of concerns that were being raised by voters here in the morning. One of the concerns was that the change of the voting of the polling station from Olympic Primary School and the Olympic Secondary School to Ayan. They were saying that some of the changes were made in the last minute, and so they were not able to adjust properly to that. Also in terms of finding their names in the voter register. Earlier on, we were able to speak to a number of voters here who expressed the same sentiments. And of course, joining me right now is a brigade from the ODM party, led by Senator Achilo Ayako, MP Millie Suba, MP Millie Odhiambo, just to speak to us about these concerns and whether they've been experiencing their expectations, and so far how they see the voting process going on. And of course, just speaking to me right now is Mheshimiwa Millie Odhiambo. Welcome to NTV. You've been here since 6 a.m. in the morning when the polling station was open.
Before 6.
Yes, before 6 a.m. in the morning. So far, what are your observations and the expectations?
My observation is that first, of course, the process began on time. People are coming, and they are coming steadily. And I know there was a bit of confusion for some people because of the stations that were changed. So we are urging any other people who vote ordinarily in Olympic to come to Ayan. We are here, and things are going on well. So we are encouraging IBC the same way that the public is voting peacefully, that they are the ones now to perform on their side, on their end. Otherwise, things are going on well. People are voting. The weather is good. People are coming out.
In terms of expectations on turnout, comment on that so far. What are the expectations?
Ordinarily in a by-election, people are not usually many, but it's encouraging. You can even see that queue, how far it is. So we are encouraging those who are out, who have not yet reached, that they come. Ordinarily, just as I've said, that normally the turnout wouldn't be as good. But as of now, it's looking promising. So we are encouraging those who are still at home. Kujeni. Yes.
And Senator, you just arrived. Maybe were you able to visit other polling stations? And if you did so, what were your observations there vis-a-vis also what is going on at Ayan Primary School?
Oh, thank you very much. I was here most of the night trying to ensure that things were in order. I'm happy to report that everything was in order at night. There was enough security presence, peace, ease of access and exit from this place, and that was commendable. This morning, my teammate Sumra was ahead of me. We are taking care of Olympic Secondary School, and the reports I have so far is that the place is good, the turnout is good. There, however, is observation that some of the kits are not working, the KIMS kit. So the identification of voters is not absolutely perfect. We hope there'll be improvement. If there isn't improvement, it might cause concern later in the day. I see the voters here, they are quite excited. I want to tell IBC or anybody not to try and joke around with the verdict here. They will see what they do not want to see. These voters are serious, they are voting, and they want to see the results of what they have voted for. EC mchezo, they are dead serious.
And Honorable Sumra, your sentiments?
Of course, in the morning there was confusion. Some kids were working, and then again, all of a sudden they stopped working. So we have told them they're switching off and switching on. So we hope they are not games being played. And all I want to say, because I'm sharing my experience of Embakasi, we have kept our people agents outside where the water bribery normally takes place. And you saw Honorable Korir came and I warned him. If there's any water bribery taking place, then the citizens will take the law in their hand. They will arrest these guys, because we are not going to allow any water bribery. Because money is not everything. The verdict of the people is there. So we are very vigilant outside. We have kept the agents outside. We are moving behind those people. We have kept cars behind those people. We want a free and fair election. But kama wakijaribu kuhonga, hapo ni Kibra, hapo sio Embakasi, watu wataona moto.
Senate as well, your sentiments, observations, concerns so far?
Well, I'm here at Yani Primary, we were here at 4 in the morning. The voting started well. But however, 4 Kimskit in 4 polling stations were not working. And as I speak right now, they are still not working. But I'm happy that IBC saw the sense of it after we told them, and they have gone manual. So voting is going on well at Yani Primary. We are confident that we are going to come out with a landslide victory for ODM. And as we say, the ball rolls right now with IBC. Let them do the right thing, an honest job, and a job of high integrity. That's what we expect from them, nothing less. It is the expectation of all these voters. That's what we expect, and that's why we are here. Thank you.
All right, Dibal, there you've heard it from the ODM team and the ODM brigade here. They're saying that, of course, the election has been going, the voting process has been going on well, besides the hitches that have been experienced so far. But they are confident that IEBC, of course, will conduct it a free, fair, and credible election going forward. And of course, earlier on, we also spoke to the Jubilee Party. Langata MP Nixon Korir was here and he spoke to us about the expectations about what was going on. And of course, their observations so far. And just listen to what he said.
Yes, so far the exercise is going on well. I've gone to various stations in Woodley, in Makina. Now we are in Sarangombe, and I can say that the IBC have done their best, and voting started on time in all the polling stations that I've visited, and I think generally there is peace and people are voting. I can say everything is okay. So far, everything is okay, yeah, and we are happy as Jubilee Party. Not had so far such sentiments. What I know that before the Olympic Primary School and Olympic Secondary School polling stations were transferred, all aspirants were consulted, and they agreed that this station, Olympic, be transferred to Ayani. So it was a consultative process. Maybe in terms of communication to the voter, maybe there was no sufficient communication, but it was what was agreed by all the parties, agents, and the aspirants. So I think that was the position, yeah. Yeah, but generally we are happy with the process. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, there, Dibal, you've heard it from both sides, the ODM party and the Jubilee party. They're saying that so far the exercise has been going on smoothly. There are a few hitches here and there, but of course they're confident that the process is going on well. The turnout so far has not been as bad. People have turned up voting. This is Area Primary School, of course, which it serves as the center after Olympic Primary School and Olympic Secondary School were closed, given the ongoing KCSE examination. So we'll be keeping tabs just to update you and see what goes on forward. But for now, back to you in studio, Diba.
Right, Salas, before you go, we are here with my panelists and they're wondering, the ODM brigade, as you call them, have really turned out in force. We can see Otiende Molo also in one of the polling stations seated down just next to the ballot box, trying to keep a hawk eye. And they're wondering, we've just seen Nick Korir, the member of parliament of Langata. So what is happening with other parties, especially Jubilee as it is right now? You've not seen many of them really coming out to try and see, or to try and also look and observe what is happening with this exercise today?
Of course, Dibal, the issue, of course, right now is that the stakes are very high for the ODM party. Remember, this was a race that was said is for the ODM to take. But as it turned out, of course, it became one of the hotly contested seats here in the capital. And so the stakes are pretty high for the ODM party. We remember, of course, there were concerns about whether the ODM party was going to conduct its nomination in a free and fair manner. That it did. Went for the brother of Ken Okoth, that is Imran Okoth. And of course, he won that test. Of course, the entry of Eliud Owalu, we remember, was a runners-up in the 2017 general election, coming after Ken Okoth. Of course, made the matters a bit more difficult for ODM party and Kibra constituency. And of course, besides Eliud Owalu, there was also the entry of the Jubilee party, which fielded MacDonald Mariga. So the stakes are a bit high for them here. And of course, they're saying that given the ongoing, the issue that have been going on, the electoral malpractices, they're not leaving anything to chance. They want to ensure that the election is free, fair, and credible. And also remember, of course, they are going to the courts, of course, to compel the IEBC to give them the voter register. They were saying they wanted the list which had the number of voters, the names of the voters, just to ensure that they cross-check this with the voters that come in later on. So the stakes could not be as high for the party. That's why they've been coming here in large numbers, just to ensure that the voting process is going on well, the kids do not fail, voters are given the time to vote, the list, of course, of voters are also made available so that people can be able to cross-check their names. So the stakes are a bit high for them here. That's why you've seen the brigade is quite hesitant and, of course, quite, committed towards ensuring that they deliver victory for Mr. Odinga. Remember, this has also been touted by political analysts and pundits that it's, of course, going to be a litmus test for Mr. Odinga, where there's been still able to, of course, amass his political clout come 2022. DP William Ruto has been able to infiltrate these constituents, which is something that is out of the ordinary. It's not something that has been, of course, witnessed before. So it's a bit of a challenge for the ODM party. The issue is, we want this election to be free and fair. The concerns also here is in terms of the number of turnouts for voters. You remember, ODM party had a bit of low voter turnout in the Embakasi constituency, where their candidate Sumra lost the ticket to. They lost the ticket, of course, to Wiper Party. So it's quite of a delicate balance for the party here as well. And of course, they want to make sure that they win. And of course, things are done according to the law, and things are done credibly. So I think that's part of the reasons why they've been able to come here in large numbers. They've been able to, of course, marshal the troops and marshal people to come and vote here for them. And of course, just as you can see, this is the ODM troop, of course, led by Senators Ochila Yako, Millie Odhiambo, just to speak to, ensure that things go on free, fair, and a credible manner. Back to you, Diban.